Today we're going to be learning about finding the area of circles. The area of a circle equals the product of pi and the square of its radius. So the equation for area of a circle would be area equals pi r squared. When we find the area, we are finding the space that fills the circle, as opposed to the circumference, which is the distance around the circle. A reminder is that r squared does not mean r times 2. For example, if I have 4 squared, that is equal to 4 times 4, which is 16. Let's go ahead and look at an example. The first example shows us a circle with a radius of 2 inches. So I'm going to write the formula, which is area equals pi r squared. And then I'm going to fill in my information. Pi is 3.14 times 2 is the radius, so I'm going to write 2 squared. 2 squared is 4, so I have 3.14 times 4. And the answer is going to be 12.56 inches squared. That's important. We're finding area, so the units need to be inches squared. Let's look at another example. Find the area of a circle with a radius of 3 centimeters and round to the nearest tenth. So I'm going to write the equation again. The equation is area equals pi r squared. Pi is 3.14 and the radius is 3, so times 3 squared. 3 squared is 9, so we have 3.14 times 9. And that is going to give me 28.26 centimeters squared. But the problem asked me to round it to the nearest tenth. So 6 tells 2 to go up. So our answer would be 28.3 centimeters squared. And that is the area of this circle. Okay, moving on, let's look at the next example. The next example gives us the diameter. So for this one, we can't plug in the diameter into the equation, so we're going to have to find the radius. So if the diameter is equal to 30 feet, how can we figure out what the radius is? Well, we would divide by 2. So the radius is 15. Now we can solve our equation. The equation would be area equals pi r squared. Okay? So pi is 3.14 times 15 squared. 15 times 15 is 225. So now I have 3.14 times 225. And the answer would be 706.5 feet squared. That is the area of that circle. Let's try the next one. Ellis draws a circle with a diameter of 16 inches to the one shown. Then he shades in a region of the circle. Find the area of the shaded region to the nearest inch. So nearest inch means nearest whole number. So let's go ahead and solve this out. Again, they gave me the diameter, so that if the diameter equals 16, then I know that the radius has to be 8, because 16 divided by 2 is 8. So now I'm ready to solve the equation. The equation is area equals pi r squared. So pi is 3.14, and the radius is 8. 8 squared is 64, so 3.14 times 64 is going to give me 200.96 inches squared. But I'm not done, because we want to know the area of the shaded region. Well, he only shaded half of the circle. So if we found the area of the whole circle, we need to divide that by 2 in order to figure out the area of half the circle. So we would say, come over here and write 200.96 divided by 2, which is going to give me 100.48. They asked me to round to the nearest inch, so 4 tells 0 to stay the same. So the answer would be 100 inches squared. That is the area, the approximate area to the nearest inch of the shaded part of this circle. Okay, moving on. The next one says, Ray drew a circle with a radius of 7 centimeters and another circle with a radius of 10 centimeters. Find the approximate difference between the areas of the circles. So when we're talking about finding approximate difference, we can approximate pi. We can say 3.14 is approximately 3. Okay? So now let's go ahead and solve this. The approximate area of the first one would be 3 times 7 squared. Okay? So that would be 3 times 49. When we multiply 3 times 49, we end up getting 147. So the approximate area of this first circle is 147 centimeters squared. Then when we look at the second one, if we approximate it, the area equals pi r squared, but because we're approximating on this one, we are using 3 for pi, so we would say 3 times 10 squared. I know that 10 squared is 100, so 3 times 100 is 300, sorry. So 300 centimeters squared, and that's approximate. Now we need to find the difference. So 300 minus 147. So the approximate difference is going to be 153 centimeters squared.